You see this woman, what happened to this woman in Lagos, Nigeria is the reason why your leaders do not want to receive treatment in this country. The plain facts, that's the pure truth. The reason why, it's not as if your leaders, from president down to government, local government chairman or down to governor, it's not as if they cannot build world-class hospital in this country. But you see what happened to this woman, this very woman. What happened to her and her family and her in fact, her son, is the reason why your leaders do not want to prioritize putting a very suitable health care in this country and then accepting that as a means of treatment for themselves. Everybody knows this one. This is Chimamanda Adichie. You know, a very famous professor, writer, you know, who has conquered so many locations with magnificent, you know, literature and all that. Everybody know her. Then this woman gave birth to twins. You know, according to them, the twins was given birth through surrogates. You understand me? Which means extra care was taken before these children were born. And then this woman and her husband with the two children flew to Nigeria for this Christmas and New Year celebration. Then what happened? Just a little cold, a little normal, maybe change of weather. And then this woman ran to the hospital. From the hospital, you know, they complicated the issue, saying that, okay, they are going to do some MRI test and all that. And then they referred her to another place, to a place they call, is it Euracare or Euracare or something like that? That is the name there. They referred her to that hospital, and the hospital is the place where they went and then handled that child with the highest level of negligence. You conducted a very severe test on the child, and then at the end, administered an overdose. Oh my God, overdose to a little boy. And then, as if these people knew now, they knew that this child was dead. Instead of them, immediately they were, during the time they were transferring the child from one bed to another or from one area to another, they switched off oxygen. After noticing that things don't spoil, that was how the child died. You see, I have told you guys the reason why your leaders do not want to build hospital in your country and then attend that hospital when they are sick is just what played out with this woman and her family. Yes. And then later you will blame the leaders. Oh, we have best doctor in the world. We have this and that. My brother, and a lie. Best waiting. See how they just killed the innocent child of this woman. It's a very tragic thing. How can you bring your children, your husband and children to your homeland for Christmas, and then this is how it ended? Well, I've been watching how things play out, and we've been reading comments so far. Some people say that that child was killed out of hatred. I said, hatred for what? They said, because Chimamanda Adichie named that child Nkanu Nnamdi. So they saw it that, how can you name the child Nnamdi? And then they handled that boy with the greatest levity, in fact, the greatest level of negligence, and then allowed that boy to go. So because they named that guy Nnamdi Kanu, then you allow that to becloud your mind, and then you lost your sense of ethics within your profession. Administering overdose on a child in order to silently neutralize this. In fact, oh my God. Well, it is a very sad moment because when you look at it, not just to her family, and then to Nigeria generally, because a lot of things actually happened to Nigeria, most especially diasporans who came home this festive period. The one in the UK, the boxer came in and lost his two friends. Oh my God. And then this one too came home. How do you think what do you think these people should think about when it comes to their homeland where they love so much? It's a very terrible and very shameful thing. Well, me, per se, I'm still going to blame Chimamanda Adichie a little bit. You knew the circumstances through which you gave birth to these children. Bringing them to Nigeria, you were supposed to take all kind of shots in America before you bring them here. Yes. Take them to any kind of, whether it's hepatitis B, malaria, parasite, whatever. They should scan them and give them every injection and bring them. Yes, I know you are an African. Sometimes you need to brace up. You need to brace up. You allow these people now to use this kind of envy and jealousies. See how they've sowed bitterness or sorrows into your family. Well, what can we say? Who don't go, don't go. You just need to, accept the condolence and then be strong. But it is a lesson to every one of you. Whenever you're coming home from abroad, go to the hospitals there and take whatever scan and injection that you need to take and then get back home. Because here, waiting they sweet, it they kill. If you follow this page, see you again on our next update.